Paul Atreides arrives on Arrakis after his father accepts the stewardship of the dangerous planet. However, chaos ensues after a betrayal as forces clash to control Melange, precious resource. Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review, and this time it's on the movie Dune Part I. Part 2 has been released, of course, and we're in the midst of Part 3 coming out in 2026. However, it's unclear if it's going to be called that, or Dune Part 3, or Dune Messiah. Yeah. This movie has won 6 Oscars, another 177 wins, and 300 more nominations. The main cast in this is Timothée Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Zendaya, Oscar Isaac, Jason Momoa, Stellan Skarsgård, Stephen McKinley Henderson, Josh Brolin, Xavier Bardem, Sharon Duncan Brewster, Chan Chen, Dave Bautista. Bear with me here. David Desmalchian, Charlotte Rampling Babs, Charlotte Rampling, and then there was Babs Olusemokin, Benjamin Clementine, Suad Ferris, Gorda Rocheville. My bad, everyone, my bad. Sometimes these names are hard to pronounce because of how they're actually written, and so I'm trying to do my best. If I'm mistaken of how the names are pronounced, please let me know, and I'll try to do better. Alright, so my thoughts on this movie. The first time I ever saw this movie was in theaters. Yeah. And I know of the how would you say this? It wasn't really a series per se, but well, kind of a series of movies. It was originally novel, and I know of the books. Or know of the book. I don't know how many there was. There could have been one. There could have been more than one. I just know that it was a book originally, and I never read the books. The books or the book. Sad to say, I never read them. No, but I did see the original movie back in. I think I wound up watching it at a later time. I want to say 1988 is when I saw it, but I believe the first one was actually came out in 1984. Then came some video games of Dune, which I have played the first 2 Dune games. I was not a fan of the first one, not a fan. My brother was the same, but I very much enjoyed the second one, as did my brother, which was Dune 2000. And then we had some other Dune stuff that came out afterwards that were like... The 2006 one was a straight-to-video release. I'm trying to remember this. There was another thing called Dune, which was... I want to say 2000? Came out in 2000. It wasn't a movie, it was a mini-series. And then we got another miniseries like 2 or 3 years later, or something like that, 2002, 2003, which was another miniseries, and it was called Children of Dune. Yeah. I'm trying to remember the exact years, everyone. I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember. So, yeah, no, you could tell I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the Dune stuff. So what do I think about this one? Let's start off with the best thing about this movie. Which was the cast. phenomenal. Phenomenal. I think the cast all around did a great job. Zendaya, oh my god, she she didn't really have too much of a big part in this one, but she was the per se, and when she was great. She was great. She was more really though at the end, more at the end. Every now and then throughout the rest of the movie, but it wasn't like, I think it was like a few seconds type thing, maybe a minute. Yeah, every now and then. But when she was though, she was amazing. Amazing. And Dave Bautista once again shows us just how great of an actor he can be if pushed. Yeah. And the other one, Timothée Chalamet. He's great at what he does as well. I did not know who played the main character, but now I do. Timothée Chalamet. I think him and Zendaya were the best though when they were there. When Zendaya was there, type thing. Yeah. But anyhow, I digress. Let's move on. The graphics for its time and type, awesome. Love it, love it, love it. The action, when there was action, which was really more in the second part of the movie. There was a little bit in the first part of the movie, not much. It was really more in the second half of the movie. And I'd say they did a great job when there was action. They did a great job with it. Now, the thing, I wouldn't say it suffers, but the worst thing about this movie would be the storyline. To be honest, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I actually do love this movie, but there could have been some improvements. I think the plot was, I don't know if it's straight out of the book. It might be, it might not be. Like I said, I've never read the book. But from what it's worth, I think the plot was really good. Nothing great, nothing spectacular. But it was really good though. Much better than what most movies do. Yeah. And how it was written, I would say was actually pretty awesome. I do know that the first half, some people might get bored as it's very, very slow. And like I said before in some of my other reviews, I don't mind slowness if it's done right. And this movie, it did it right. It did it right. It pretty much like build up suspense, if you will. Something that I've touched base before. And I've talked about it in my Alien review, in the Shining review that I did. Yeah. And most movies these days tend to not be able to do it right. But this movie did. This movie did. It started off very slow, extremely slow, and as the movie went along, it got a bit faster, until one point where it got slow again, and then it kind of built it up to the middle, and everything afterwards, excuse my language, the shit hit the fan. But yeah, I personally very much enjoyed the storyline, and for what it's worth, IMDb with all the users combined gives this movie an 8 out of 10. What do I think? Well, my thoughts. Well, I personally do feel like it's a great movie. It's an amazing movie, but there's room for improvement here. So I give this movie none other than an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. That's my rating. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and if you love this movie or did not love this movie, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I always love your comments, whether you love the movie or hate it. You can like this video, like this review, and you can subscribe to my channel if you love my content. So thank you all for taking time to watch, and join me next time for another movie review I intend to do soon. I am out.